Hey, I found a house in front of me. So good news, I found some sort of civilization. Whew. Well, I'm in Leticia, Colombia now, and I found a mechanic who has a bronze, actually it's probably brass, fitting that will put the two petcocks together because the last mechanic broke it, the one that was in Manaus, and it was leaking gas all over the boat and everything else. So I think I fixed one issue. Had two more issues. Tail light went out and right turn signal went out, but that's simple to fix. So good things so far. I am here fixing the brake light because the brake light is covered by the paramotor, what do you call that? Paramotor rack thing? That thing I had made to carry the paramotor. Anyway, so I had to put a brake light, an LED brake light under here where the panniers are connected. And that has blown out, a wire got disconnected, so I'm just replacing that. So should only take 5 minutes, but just trying to get everything perfect for the motorcycle. Back at the apartment, and the lights are all fixed. In fact, I had a bad switch on both the rear and front brake, so the lights weren't working for that reason as well, but the lights themselves were bad. So it was good that I caught the light switches as well, which was pretty easy to troubleshoot. So the motorcycle looks like everything's finished on the motorcycle. It's working great. And I have phenomenal news. Well, I'm at the police station and I may have found a way to get around having to take a boat for 7 to 10 days up to Coca, Ecuador. And that is thanks to this guy here. He's one of the, I guess, the motorcycle or automobile inspectors. He is getting me paperwork so I can actually box up the bike and ship it to Bogota, and then I can just catch a flight to Bogota. That saves weeks and weeks worth of travel. Kind of cheating, but I don't think so. I just gotta get out of the jungle.
The policeman was extremely kind, but in order to pay him for the paperwork, I had to go to his house because I can't pay him at the police station because that would look like corruption. I know, weird, isn't it? His wife had also offered to do my laundry, so I brought my laundry and the money I owed the policeman to his house, but by the time I left it was dark, and I didn't know where I was.
Okay, it's really dark, and you probably can't see me well, and it's raining a little bit. I'm lost somewhere. I cannot find the road. I literally cannot find the road. And there's nothing but jungle around me. I thought I'd make a video because, well, I honestly don't know why I'm making this video, but I've been lost now for about 2 hours. I cannot find the road. I can find this dirt road that I'm on right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's super muddy from the rain, so I'm maybe going like 2 miles an hour. I'm just hoping I can get unlost. Unfortunately, I don't have any cell data out here, so I can't look at a map. So wish me luck. Hopefully I can get out of here. Hey, I found a house in front of me. So good news, I found some sort of civilization. Whew, the house was no help. Unfortunately, nobody was there. But I found this paved road by following by that house, and I'm tired of this is what I've been driving on for 2 hours. Hopefully this paved road will lead to civilization. Oh, I see another light in front of me. Sweet. All right, I lucked out. It actually led to a road that's somewhat civilized. That sucked. I was getting eaten up by mosquitoes, and mosquitoes are the one thing you do not want to get bit by down here. All right, I find my way out of there. Nice to meet you, Mr. Monkey.
Leticia is a city that is bordered by 3 countries, Brazil, Colombia, and Peru. And I was hoping while I was here I would be able to fly. So I took a trip around the city to look for fields. I even took a small boat trip over to the Peruvian side to look there as well. But unfortunately, there were no fields to fly from. My only option was an international airport. While I'm here in Tabatinga/Leticia, I actually thought I might be able to fly here, even though it would be kind of difficult to find a place. But after looking at the VFR map, it's actually going to be impossible. So unfortunately, not only do I have to deal with the border between Colombia, Peru, and Brazil, but there's 2 airports here, and it's unfortunately Class D airspace, so I need permission to go because it's surface to 3,500. So, and anything outside of that airspace is either going to be restricted because of the border, or is going to be nothing but jungle. So there's no way I'd even find an area to launch from. I could go ask the airport if I have permission, but I know what they're going to respond with. They're going to want me to have a radio, and they're also going to want me to log a flight plan. And frankly, I don't know the area enough to say where I would even go.
The motorcycle is all packed up and ready to go to the airport. Now, they said originally that I could take the paramotor with the motorcycle, but they didn't see the paramotor on the motorcycle. So I don't know what they're going to say, but I've got to try. This will save me weeks worth of travel on a boat. So I've got to try whatever I can to ship this to Bogota. And then from Bogota, that's much closer to Central America than where I am. Even by a boat, it would take me to Coca, Ecuador, and that's still far. So this will save me a lot of time. Now they charge 4,000 pesos per kilo, and a kilo is 2.2 pounds. Pesos, 4,000 pesos is about $1. So 2.2 pounds, it's about 40 cents per pound. I'm guessing it'll cost maybe $250 to ship it to Bogota. Totally worth it to save weeks on a boat. And guess what? A boat would probably cost me the same amount because I would have to take 3 different boats just to get to Coca. I really hope this works out, because if it does, this is the move of the century. So wish me luck.
S02. S02.
¿Vas a enviar la moto?
Sí. S02. Aquí.
Ok, siga.
Gracias. All right, I'm here at the company called S02. These are the guys that are ready to do it, so let's see if they can do it.
más abierto. Allá. Lo siento. ¿Dónde? All right, so the motorcycle weighed 242 kilos, but there's a problem. The problem is I'm still missing one piece of paperwork that the police did not tell me about. So now I have to go to a different office. They said I won't be able to get the paperwork today. So I'm stuck here for at least another day until I get that other piece of paper.
Plot twist, I just met with the manager of the Dion office here, and he verbalized that I don't need that piece of paper. He called up the shipping company and said that my motorcycle has no limitations on it, and therefore I don't need that piece of paper. It is allowed to be transported anywhere in Colombia. So, but here's the thing, when I get to Bogota, I don't know if that's going to cause me problems with that.
Arrow, sir.
Of course it's the gate that pulls in really
All right, so I gave him the motorcycle. All they did is have me take a picture of a piece of paper saying that that's my motorcycle, and I go pick it up in Bogota. It'll be in Bogota tomorrow. So I need to now catch a flight to Bogota and try to go get my motorcycle. What's weird is the gasoline tank was full on the motorcycle as well as the paramotor. Well, it was about half full on the paramotor. And they're like, no, you don't have to empty it. I insisted that they take the gasoline out of the motorcycle, but for some reason they don't think they need to for the paramotor. I don't know. I don't want to be on that plane. And because I no longer have a motorcycle, I get stuck riding a tuk-tuk. This is the border between Leticia and Tabatinga. There's no border patrol, there's no immigration, there's nothing. There's just a bridge. So somehow I've got to find immigration because I need to stamp my passport out of Brazil and into Colombia. So I'm not sure where that's located, but I've got to find it somewhere in this town because tomorrow I get on a flight. Quick recap, got the motorcycle on an airplane, going to Bogota tomorrow. I'm also going to Bogota tomorrow, so I've just avoided weeks of travel on the river going up into Ecuador, which means more driving from Ecuador. Man, I just saved myself a huge hassle. Hopefully though, I'll be able to get the motorcycle once I'm in Bogota. All right, so immigration gets a little complicated here. Most immigration offices at a border, if they don't have border patrol right there, they have one office for both countries. But because there's 3 countries here, each country has their own office. So I have to head back across the border to Tabatinga, stamp out of Brazil, and then come back to this immigration office to stamp into Colombia. And oh yeah, another tuk-tuk. All right, well, I'm here at the immigration office. Huge mistake I just made. Usually they give you 90 days when you come into a country. And when I came into Brazil at the beginning of the year, well, actually at the end of March, they had only given me 30 days and I didn't even look at my passport. I thought they gave me 90. I've overextended my stay by 13 days. So I spent over an hour here at the immigration office. Usually you would get a fine and maybe not be allowed back in the country, but they didn't give me a fine or anything. In fact, the officer in there took care of me. So huge thanks to the federal police of Brazil, but ooh, I need to check passports more often. All right, so I'm finally back at the immigration office in Colombia side, in Leticia. I just had a horrible thought. What if they don't let me into Colombia and I've already shipped my motorcycle there? Not that they would do that, but horrible thought. Anyway, let me get in here, get my passport stamped, and then I'll be all set for tomorrow. Never mind, it was actually closed. So now I have to head to the airport because I think there's another immigration office at the airport. Gosh, more tuk-tuks. What an insane day. All right, well, that was easy. I just got stamped into Colombia. They gave me 90 days. I made sure to check it was 90 days. So, wow, what a hassle. Multiple tuk-tuks going back and forth between the 2 countries. Finally, everything's taken care of. I just got to get on a plane tomorrow. Well, I made it to Bogota, and now I've made it to the place where they shipped my motorcycle. I found a hotel late last night, got to sleep, and early this morning I showed up here at the airport. Hopefully they will let me get my motorcycle now. Well, they delivered my motorcycle, all, I guess, packed up the way they would do it here in Colombia. While I was waiting, got to see an interesting road rage fight. I guess now it's time to unpack the motorcycle. And now I need to pick up all this trash that they used to pack my motorcycle.